I'm going to dive in here and say welcome, Alex, because we haven't seen you up till now in the show. And how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Now, I don't think people realise just how gruelling a schedule like you've got at the moment, all the promotion for the new record is. It can actually be as tiring as being out on the road on tour, right?
I think playing and traveling is about 100% easier than trying to explain what the record's about. You know, if we were so eloquent at talking about making music, then we would do that. But we prefer to speak through music. But I think this gives us an opportunity to give a little bit of depth to what was going on in our heads while we were making the inside scoop. You know, which may or may not even be relevant, but it adds an extra dimension, I think.
Well, we'd like to hear your perspective on the album because we talked a little bit to Eddie and Sammy earlier in the show, and I think the general consensus of opinion is that it's a very broad record, a lot of diversity going on there, and very spontaneous. Oh, I think your radio interview's coming up now.
Yes.
They were right at once here.
Okay.
Is het oké if I interrupt?
Yes, carry on. There's Jerome.
Okay, thank you very much. Ik zei het al, MTV is ook in de studio om even te filmen. En I was talking about your hair.
I hope you're saying very nice things.
Well, Vanessa.
That's Vanessa from Headbangers Ball.
That was Snoopy.
You recognize this?
Of course I do.
Ze hebben het even over het muziekje.
Alex luistert naar alles.
Ja, Sesame Street, Sesamstraat.
Oh, that too, yeah.
And let's talk about
I just look at the pictures.
You're that kind of guy, right?
You betcha.
The new album, Balance, you recorded at Eddie's place.
Yeah.
And the vocals you did, the Brian Adams. Why is that? Why separated recordings?
Omdat Bruce Fairbairn, onze producer, die won... Oh, sure, English or
English,
Dutch?
please.
Bruce Fairbairn, our producer, lives in Vancouver. And when we started the record, we told him that since his family is there, that we'd do part of the record up there. So he's close to home.
Okay. Who's the boy on the sleeve?
A model?
A model. No family?
No.
Oh, okay.
No Siamese twins in my family.
No, well, this looks very weird. You should have a look with the camera voor MTV. En ik zal het even vertellen op de radio. Dit is een hele enge hoes. Er zit een jongetje met 2 bovenkanten. Hij heeft 2 hoofden en een borst. Nou,
The way it translates.
I got a little quiz for you lined up. You feel like doing a quiz?
Sure.
I'll help you out if it doesn't work out, okay?
All right.
The quiz is titled Identify the Solo, okay?
All right.
Here it is.
Why can't this be love?
Yes, why can't this be love? Very good.
Yeah, but who's the band?
Ja, I don't know. Never heard of them. Eerste nummer van het nieuwe Van Halen album.
Hey, what do you win?
Dit is Can't Stop Loving You.
All right, so we're going into one of the tracks off the new Van Halen record right now.
Jesus.
Wow. And we heard you talking in Dutch there, of course.
This guy is just blazing.
Yeah.
But what do you win?
Yeah,
what's the
we just did a quiz. What do I win? I got it right.
We can talk about that later, okay?
You get a week in Nijmegen.
Lots of viewers have been writing in and asking, lots of Dutch viewers asking, obviously, of course, you're from the Netherlands. What are your feelings about your home country?
You can live anywhere on the planet, more or less, where you choose. You can change your citizenship and your passport, but you can't change the place you're born. You know, that's something that's with you forever. And yeah, it's very special to come back.
Yeah, great. What about the song Amsterdam on the album? Because that was Sammy's lyrics, wasn't it? And there's a bit of a double meaning in that song, I think.
Well, so believe it or not, when Sammy first wrote those lyrics, Al and I went, "Hey, wait a minute, that's our hometown you're singing about." But it's really Sammy's take, you know, more of a tourist kind of reaction to it. Because we played here 2 years ago, back in '93, in support of the live record, and Sammy was blown away by the freedom.
Yeah.
You know, you can do anything you want in Amsterdam. So that's basically what it's about. It's a very fun song.
It is. And it's a great city, Amsterdam, as well, and very laid back. And we love coming to Amsterdam on Headbangers Ball. And actually, we're listening to Can't Stop Loving You, and I've got a feeling that this might be the next single after Don't Tell Me. Is that right?
It's starting to look that way.
Yeah. We really don't have much say in what's a single and what isn't. You know, we try to put out a song that we think is representative before the album comes out. But after that, it's kind of on a request basis, I guess, you know, because in the States they play the entire record and they kind of go by how many calls come in.
Really?
Yeah, and I think that affects the record company and how they view a song as a quote-unquote single. But we've really shied away from being a singles kind of band, because we put out a record for you to hear the whole record, not just one segment of it.
Exactly, exactly. I think that is a very good point.
It's wishful thinking, in a perfect world, that's the way it would be, but what the heck.
Okay, well there you go. That's Alex and Eddie on live on the air on Veronica Radio. Thanks to the radio station for having us here.
You're welcome.
And we're going to let them carry on with their interview right now. Thank you to Jerome, and we're going to see the brand new video from Bad Religion. This is 21st Century Digital Boy. See you in a bit. Halen special edition of Headbangers Ball, and as you can see, Alex and Eddie standing by to go live on air once again here on Veronica Radio, which goes out right across the Netherlands. And in just a few moments, actually, I think we're going to have a live some call-in, some people ringing in with questions for the guys. So we're going to find out what Van Halen fans in the Netherlands want to know about the new record Balance. And actually, just before in the last segment there, I was just going to ask your perspective on the album, because it seems to me, you know, we were talking earlier, it's very, very spontaneous. Did you virtually kind of play live in the studio?
Yeah, the same as always. I think the difference was when Bruce Fairbairn was involved, because he's a musician, you tend to play differently, just slightly differently in terms of not overplaying, not underplaying. You have a mutual respect. Not once did he say, you got to do this, you should do this. We would play, listen to the playback, and we kind of looked at each other, and we, unspoken, we knew how the song should come together. I think Ed spent probably the most time with Bruce in terms of just trying different guitar things. So this record is a guitar record. It really is. You know, it's not until the second or third listening that it kind of permeates your brain, so to speak, and you'll notice it's just the different textures, and it's a real guitar record.
Yes. And we were talking about that actually yesterday in the interviews earlier in the show, so it's very, very interesting. I mean, for your part, you know, you mentioned working with Bruce Fairbairn and everything, and that was like new blood and coming in and a fresh approach and so on. When you're writing the songs, do you kind of imagine where they're going to be listened to? Do you imagine playing them live? Do you imagine somebody like going out in their car and listening to them on the radio? I mean, do you ever kind of visualize that, or how do you?
I don't know. We generally just go by what really gets us jazzed in the studio, and since we play it live in the studio, it's not that different when we're on stage. But obviously, there's no audience in the studio, so it's much more exciting to play live. But no, we generally just if us four in the studio really get excited about it, that's what we go by.
I mean, which song on the album has given you